All right, man. Did you click the recorder?
Yes, sir.
Welcome, everybody, to the call. This is Scott Hudspeth, and I have my dear friend, compadre, partner on the call with me, the one, the only extraordinaire, Paul Baxter. How you doing, brother?
I am doing fantastic, Scotty. Thank you for asking. Glad to be here today. Excited about this class.
Yeah, me too, man. I tell you, this is one that we last couple of weeks we've had Chris Johnstone on with Google Places. I'm going to show you guys how to do some stuff using Google Forms that you don't have to spend any money to actually put a page up on your Facebook timeline along with an opt-in form. Now, opt-in form, I'm going to explain what that is here in just a little bit. But first, I would like to introduce a good friend of mine. His name's Eric Sachs. Eric, you there, brother?
I'm here.
So Eric is taking some precious time out of his schedule today to be with us. And Eric owns BreakthroughBroker.com. You're going to want to take a note on this. He has designed a website that is 100%, correct me if I'm wrong, Eric, 100% free for real estate agents. And Eric, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and the mindset behind BreakthroughBroker.com?
Well, thanks, Scott. I'm super happy to be here, and it's a privilege to be on the call today. We are based out of Colorado. We owned an independent company that started in 2005. We saw that our agents, upward of 50 agents, were just having trouble finding everything they needed all in one place. We were acquired in 2010 by a national brand and still saw our agents, upwards of 80, having trouble finding everything they needed in one place, and they were being nickel and dimed everywhere they went. Okay. You know, $49 here, $59 a month there, if you want a blog, if you want contact management. And so Nathan Freilich, my business partner, and I decided to launch BreakthroughBroker.com, which is an all-encompassing website for real estate agents, from marketing to business planning to education and collaboration. And you're right, it's 100% free.
You know what I'm excited about the most, Eric, is we're going to be doing so. Eric's now part of the team. We're going to be doing some stuff together as far as when I put a class together, stuff that he runs across. He's got his hands in just about everything to do with the real estate industry. He knows what happens, when it happens, what's coming down the road. And Eric, I'm like thoroughly excited to have you as part of the Agent Mastermind team, and look forward to many more talks. And Eric and I, just so everybody knows on the call, we're going to be doing some stuff together to try and help out as many real estate agents as we can physically possible. So, man, I'm seriously excited to have you on the call, and I'm more excited to be a part of your team, man.
I'm really excited too. When you and I get to talking, it's hard to get off the phone. So I am very excited too. So
that's right.
I hope everyone checks out the site and let us know if you have any questions.
Yeah. So when you get a chance, go to BreakthroughBroker.com. There's no sign-in. There's nothing you have to do. Just check it out. There's some really cool marketing ideas there already. We're going to be adding to it, so feel free to check it out. Thanks for being here, man.
No problem.
You just assigned me a homework assignment, you guys.
Awesome.
All right.
Looking forward to it. Nice to meet you, Eric, and welcome aboard, my friend.
Paul. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right. So now we have the one and only, the extraordinaire, Jessica Peterson. Jessica, you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can. Thank you so much for being here. So Jessica has, man, she just does so much stuff. So she is friends with Eric, correct?
Yes,
so
correct.
I met Eric through Jessica. Jessica has her hands in many, many different things. And just a little bit about Jessica before I get started here. She has 18-plus years career in the banking and finance. During her career, she has also headed up marketing. And her passion, and I know this firsthand because I've talked to her several times, is to help people. Therefore, she founded Customer Wow Project. So Customer Wow Project sends gifts out on your behalf to your customers on a regular basis. So Jessica, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what this is all about?
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me be on the call. So Customer Wow Project was founded because over and over we hear of real estate agents, complaining of losing their customers or customers not coming back. And then we also started listening to consumers. And so often they feel unappreciated. And the statistics came out as 68% of consumers feel underappreciated by the real estate agents. So with all of that being said, we did a lot of research, hitting the streets, analyzing. We have a board of directors. And we found out what gifts people actually want. And what's more exciting is these gifts, there's 20 different touch points over 3 years, and it's just under $200. And what makes me more excited is that a loan officer and real estate agent can team up together and share the cost. So, I mean, it's very affordable, and it's a win-win situation for everybody.
You know, and I noticed you had something on your site where like 6 steps or something, a free ebook. Is that okay to send everybody there to get the free ebook from you?
Oh, completely. I would love to hear their opinion and viewpoints. It's amazing how different people write in and what different points that they enjoy from it.
So 20. Okay, and guys, we're not here to sell anything. We're bringing people in the industry that are in the know, that have done study, have done homework of why real estate agents can't continue to get referrals from their past clients or build new relationships with new clients and stay in front of them so they know, like, and trust them, so they refer them to their friends, family, and coworkers. Did I say that okay?
Yes, you said it perfect. And, you know, keep doing your postcards or newsletters, but, you know, in any relationship, personal or business, how serious are you? So as we started talking to consumers, they felt that that relationship would be more serious if they actually received these series of gifts. And what's more exciting is we really encourage the real estate agents and loan officers to have the gifts be delivered to their place of employment, because then it creates that buzz. You know, who's this gift from? What did you get? And it's great word-of-mouth advertising.
Absolutely. Actually, so, and just as a positive note, Jessica is now part of the team, and I'm sincerely excited to have her on with us to share her know and experience and knowledge and expertise in what she's doing, because that part of the industry is always changing. And what I'm really excited about is who she knows. So these guys are just so connected. They're going to be bringing a lot of value to the class. We've talked, I don't know how many times, where, it seems like we're sending an email or talking on an every other day basis or something like that. So just some real exciting stuff. And I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you stand for. And I look forward to getting to know you better and having you as part of the team.
Well, thank you. I feel honored.
Thanks so much. So, all right, let's do this. Let's, Paul, you ready, man?
Muted. Unmuted.
Yes, I am
so
ready.
Let's get started with Google Docs. So I'm going to really quickly go through what Google Docs is. If you don't have a Gmail account, please, please, please go get one, because the price is right. They are free. All right? So Google Docs, I'm going to show you one thing today. We're going to show you one thing next week that can drastically change your business, change your life, make you look like the expert that you already are, but just put you on a different level. So Google Docs, online documents with real-time collaboration. It's a web-based document, spreadsheets, drawings, presentation that let users edit the same file at the same time, so you always have the latest version. So if me and Paul were working on a project together, I can share the form, and I'm going to show you this, but him and I can share, and literally I can see him updating a form while we are like in it at the exact same time. It's really, really cool stuff. And not only that, it's web-based. So the other thing I like about it is anytime, anywhere access to your work. So when you're working on something, you're like, God, I got to go home, and I know if I quit, I can't get access to it at home. Say you're putting a PowerPoint together for a home buyer, or whatever you're putting together, whatever you do, if you do it inside Google Docs, it's 100% available for you, all right? Wherever you are, whatever computer, iPad, phone, wherever you want to go, it's there. Pretty cool stuff. All right?
That is very cool. Hey, Scotty, real quick, do me a favor. We're getting a little bit of that, the black box bleeding in. Can you collapse your control panel just so it, do you mind?
Collapse my control panel?
Yeah, just you put the control panel so that you click that little orange arrow on the top of it, and it'll close it.
1 second here. I just lost everything. Whoa, look out. Okay.
The control panel for your go-to meeting.
Okay, 1 sec. Okay, from the current slide. All right, I just lost something there. 1 sec.
Sorry about that, Scott.
That's all right, brother. All right, let me just go back to this. Sorry, guys. I don't know why it's, all right, let me just do this. Let me just close this out. And I'm going to open back up my PowerPoint. If I can find it here. Here's Google Form. Here we go. Let's just try this again. All right. Slideshow from the beginning. There we go. So, all right.
Perfect. Sorry about that, Scotty. Thank you, sir.
No, you're good. So, okay, because you were seeing the shadows. Okay, is that better?
We're seeing that. Yep.
Okay. Okay, so you can easily upload and share files. Files stored on Google Docs are always accessible from anywhere and backed up online. I'm going to show you one thing that I use that automatically backs up every single file that I do on my computer in Google Docs, so it's available in the clouds. All right. It's secure. A lot of people ask the question, is it secure? Should I be worried? Administrators can manage file sharing permissions system-wide, and document owners can share and revoke file access at any time, so you don't have to worry about that, all right? Now, I do have to say, if somebody wants to get into your Google Docs, they're probably going to find a way. They can break into Visa. They can break into just about anything they want, right? So why Google Forms, all right? It's free. Now, don't let this hurt you. When I say, a lot of people look at Facebook as, well, it's free. How can it benefit me in my business? Don't let that hurt you, because there's so much power in Google that it's just scary. So yes, it's free. Don't let it hurt you. Web-based. It's in the clouds, available on all devices. You can share the form with your assistant partner or lender partner. Instant notification. I'm going to show you how that when somebody fills out a form inside Google, that you're automatically notified. In fact, the collaborators, the people you share with, can be automatically notified as well. It's really cool. It's great for putting on events as well. It's easy to duplicate. So once you get a form exactly the exact way you want it, you can actually really quickly click 2 clicks within 3 seconds and have the exact same form duplicated, but a different name and put on a different website or blog or Facebook page, okay? It's a live link. There's a live link that it gives you. And then you can also embed the code in a blog, website, and Facebook page, or all of them if you want to. All right, that's why I put and. All right, so the final product. I want to show you what we're going to do, what we're going to walk through, and I'm going to show you how to do this. So this is inside Facebook. You can see this is one of my Facebook pages. And Paul, you've seen this before, right? I mean, you know how to put this video in here with an opt-in page. So
we do it quite often in our daily classes that we have. So yeah, this is great stuff. Make sure that you are paying close attention and take some notes here, because this is, to do it with the video and the form, you're going to need 2 different places to catch your form. So it's very specific how you get this to happen. But once you do, it's a very, very powerful marketing tool.
Absolutely. Now remember, this is inside a Facebook page. It's a live link, so you can use this link to send out, and they don't have to be logged into Facebook to watch the video or to see the opt-in page where they put in their information. Now let me give you some ideas and the mindset behind this. Giving away a list of foreclosures, maybe homes for pennies on the dollar, free home buyer guide. You're looking to buy a home. There's just so many things, and we're going to, as we go along throughout the weeks, we're going to give you different ideas and different free giveaways. I'm going to give you a free home buyer book that you can put in here. And what happens is, as people get to know you, like you, and trust you, they don't have a problem with putting in their email address. Or if you have something that's attractive and they were referred to your Facebook page, or they found you online and they're like, oh, I just talked to so-and-so, they're helping them buy a home, and you have a free giveaway of some sort, and they already 50% like you, know you, and trust you because of one of their friends, family, or coworkers are working with you, this is a really cool way to interact and engage with people. Not only that, there's this little like button up here, and we're going to be talking more about that in the weeks to come, of what this video might say or what you might do with it to get people to like your fan page, because once they like it, you can automatically, for free, stay in front of them with free cool stuff on an ongoing basis. All right? So this is what we're going to end up with. So if you don't have Google, go to Google, sign in, and this is what's going to come up. So either you sign in or you create an account. It's real easy to create an account. It doesn't have to be, there's so many reasons to have this account. So if you already have one, perfect, log in. If you don't, create one, and just create an email address that you know that you can add to your number of email addresses that we're going to have throughout this, right? All right, so let's make a form. Now, I'm going to go live with this here in just a minute, but I want to walk through a couple of the steps, and you're going to have access to this PowerPoint to do this. And most people are probably going to go, I had no idea you could even do this inside Facebook, and that's kind of what, when somebody showed me years ago how to do this, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So to get to your Google, once you log in, you're going to see this little Drive button up here. You see that okay, Paul?
Yep.
All right, so you click on the Drive. That used to be called Google Docs, but they changed it to Drive because they have a way to sync and all that stuff. I'm not going to go into the Drive feature, but click on the Drive button. You're going to see this little Create button, and you're going to see a Form button down here. See that? Create, and they call it a form. They used to call it something else, but they changed it. It's now called a form. Now, one other thing, if you want to get some ideas of like what would I use this for, or I want to get a form that's already created for me that I could just edit. I don't know if you knew this, Paul, but here's a couple other ways to get there. Google.com/docs or docs.google.com. It'll take you to the same place that we just showed you. All right, so I'm looking
or
for,
directly from your email.
Yes, or directly from your email. So right down here in this picture right here, you see the form, but then it says form templates. And I'm going to show you this live here in just a minute, but if you click on form templates, it gives you ideas of all this stuff. This is a Word document. This is a presentation like a PowerPoint that I'm on right now. This is a spreadsheet. I use spreadsheets. I think I create one a day for something. And we're going to go next week into how to use the spreadsheet in your weekly listing presentation. So you'd make sure you don't want to miss next week's class. All right, so we're going to focus on the form. There's a drawing one, and then there's folders. So a form is the one we're going to concentrate on today, and then the form template is a place to go to see different ideas for different forms. All right, so I already showed you that. So when you click on form, this is the first thing you see right here. You're going to see a place for a title. You're going to see a place for details of the form. You're going to see a place for like the question title. Like this would be full name, email address, phone number. And there's all different kinds of things you can do with this. I'm going to show you a crazy setup that you can literally, if you can think it, you can do it with this form, these setups or these options. So this box right here allows you to make it a required field. So if you for sure want to get their email address, now you just make this required field, and then when you're done, you just click done, and this form is created, or this question title is created. Now you can have as many question titles as you want. For example, I had a buddy of mine, this is in the mortgage business, he does a lot of VA loans. So he had every single question that you would ask a veteran when buying a home to get approved for a VA loan. He made it really super simple so his assistants can walk through the form and ask the questions and answer them accordingly, and he had all the answers in the form, all right? You could do this for when you, like if you have certain questions you like to ask a buyer or certain questions you like to ask a seller, you would set those questions up inside the question title and add to them, and I'm going to show you how to do this. And then you would always have that in front of you, and no matter where you're at, computer, laptop, iPad, all that stuff, and you could really quickly go through and just choose multiple choice or fill in the blank or whatever you want to do as far as choices, okay? This will all make sense once I get done with this, all right? Any questions there, Paul, on that part?
No, I think that's pretty cut and dry. A couple of people are saying they're not seeing the drive button. One person doesn't have that available yet, so I instruct them how to get into the Gmail and enable that lab to be able to make it available.
Yeah. So if you go to here, just go to google.com/docs. It'll take you there as well. And then what this does is it actually throws you to docs.google.com.
Yeah, the docs.google.com is a direct go-to, and a couple of people are saying that theirs still shows the Documents button and not the Drive button. There's a little note down there.
Their Google, yeah,
so there's a note down there that says it's coming soon. So mine still shows Documents as well. So some of you may see Drive, some may see Documents. It just hasn't updated in your specific IP address location yet.
Okay, so right here what they're saying is this might say Documents. It's the same thing, and they changed it to Form on mine. So just know that it might say Documents. You're going to have the same functionalities and you'll be able to do the same exact things that I'm going to show you today. So once you have one of these questions typed in here, you're going to have three choices over on the right-hand side. So you're going to have the Edit Pencil, which you can always go back and change what the question is. So say you have something you spelled wrong, or you're not stuck with it is what I'm saying. The other one is to duplicate a question. A lot of times you'll have the same, like full name, email address, and phone number. There's going to be the same. So just duplicate it, edit it, and then change what the actual question is. And then if you want to ever delete one, you can delete one as well over on the right-hand side right here. All right? Next thing, these are a couple things up on the left-hand side. So you have Add Item. So you can add an item. So you can add a text, a paragraph text, multiple choice, check boxes, choose from a list, scale, and then a grid. And then you can have a section header, which is beneficial. Sometimes you just want to have something at the bottom saying thanks for filling out the form. That would be a section header. And then a page break if you just want to do the page break there. So the other cool thing is they have 96. I thought it was 97. I typed in 96 themes to choose from. There might be 97. But there's a lot of different cool themes to choose from that might fit your color, might fit what you're trying to say on the question. Maybe we did one where it's like we had people running. It's like hurry up before they're all gone type thing. So it just depends on what your theme is or what your message is in your form that you're creating. All right. Here's what all the themes look like. When you click on the themes, there's going to be 96 or 97 of them. You're going to click which one, and then you're not stuck with it. You have to click the apply button if you want it, and then cancel button if you want to go back and look at another theme. So you're not stuck with anything. You can edit this 24/7. There's that running one that I was talking about. Here's more of a techie one. There's all kinds of different designs here. All right. So edit confirmation. A lot of people go, well, when somebody opts in, and this will make sense later on, when someone opts in to this form, what do they see? Well, they can see whatever you want them to see. They can see links. They can see a thank you message. They can, like, if you have box.net, you can have a link to the download right there. Whatever you want them to see is right there. You would click the more actions and then edit confirmation. We're going to go through this and create a live form for you right live, so you don't have to worry about this. And then, of course, you'll have the PowerPoint to go step by step through it. All right. All right. So when you're working on a form, this is the page where I'm actually editing the form, and you'll see that I got demo form, I got full name, email address, and see those little red stars? Those just mean that it's a required field. You have to put those in there. Now you'll notice that it opens up in a separate tab, and you'll have in here, you'll have your Google Drive, which is all your documents that you create once you start doing this. So you can really quickly go back and forth. You'll see they're both right there. So as you do your form, after a couple seconds or a minute or whatever, it automatically saves it. And whatever you title it is what it's going to be called in your Google Docs. You'll see that it says demo form, and my title is demo form. So whatever you call it is what it's going to be called here in your Google Docs when you go back there. Make sense? All right. Here's how to click to get the Google Drive. So you're in the Google Drive. You're going to click New, and you're going to open this up. Now I want to show you a couple things when you open this back up once you create the form. And here's where it's going to look. You know, Paul, let's just go live and do this, huh? That'd be good. Let's just do that.
It's riskier, but it's always more fun. I've been talking to you back and been on.
Fun, yeah. All right, so I'm going to show you right here in the emails right here. Here's the Drive button. So if I click on the Drive button, it's going to open up a separate tab that opens up my Google Docs. And then the demo form is right here. That's the one I created yesterday just to show you guys kind of how this all works. But I'm going to start from fresh and so I'm going to click on Create over here. See that? And then I'm going to either create a document, a presentation, spreadsheet, form. I would start using this stuff just to get used to it because it's really popular. Not only that, it's so convenient to know that whatever I create inside here, it's always available when I go home, when I'm out on the street, when I'm on my phone, whatever you want to do. So here's the form template. I'm going to click on this real quick before I actually create one. And I'm going to click on Form Template. It takes me to another page that shows me all kinds of different examples. Like here's the documents examples. Here's the spreadsheet examples. Here's the presentation, like PowerPoint examples. Here's the forms. So I'm going to click on Forms, and then I'm going to show you one that I seen yesterday. Here is let's just go to this one. 2-version text Scantron. So I'm going to just preview this. Actually, there's a better one. Let me just show you right here. Urban Outfitters Customer Questionnaire. So once you start using this stuff, you're going to be going, okay, when I want to do a survey, when I want to ask somebody questions, instead of having them type it out, give them multiple choice questions to do so. So check this out. This is what this looks like. So this is an Urban Outfitters Customer Questionnaire. Please fill out this brief questionnaire. We're collecting, and you just remember this is the title. This is the details of the questionnaire or the form, and then they have the age in there, so if I fill that out. And then how often do you shop at their store? So you give multiple choices, every week, twice a month, once a month, a few times a year, only one time. This was all created for free inside Google Docs. Is this pretty cool? Here's the how do you stay up to date with recent products from the store, catalog, email, social media, website, direct. And the crazy thing about this is once I fill out this form, it puts it in a nice, organized Excel spreadsheet for me that I am sharing with my partner, sharing with my assistant, whoever I want to share it with is able to see this if I share it with them. I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's just show you how they created something like that. I'm going to close these out. So I'm going to go create a form, click on form, and it shows the page. So I'm going to call this Agent Mastermind Demo. All right? All right. Let's just call it a list of homes for pennies on the dollar. For a list, let's just do that. For a list of homes for pennies on the dollar enter your information below. All right? So the first thing I come to, so here's the title, here's the description of the email, or the description of the form, and then the question title is full name. I want just the text box. I'm going to show you some other examples here. I want to make it so that it's required because I want their name. Then I'm going to click Done. That's it. And then over here you're going to see the duplicate box, but I already have one here. See how the highlights after I hold my mouse over it? So here's sample question number 2. So I'm going to click on Edit, and I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to put in email, address, and I'm going to have text box, and then I want their phone number. So I'm going to go over here to duplicate right there. Paul, is there any delay at all?
I'm not getting much of a delay. When you're making your form, folks, I will tell you the email address make sure that you check that little box that says that one is a required field. That is the most important required field one that you can have. I don't recommend that you do the phone number as a required field.
No, I usually leave that
when
blank,
you're creating your forms, and the reason being is you're using this to squeeze information, and a lot of times you'll hear us call this a squeeze page. Because that's what you're doing. You're squeezing their information, and you want to squeeze as much information as you can. However, you don't want to discourage someone that may fill out your form because you're requiring too much information.
Okay, so I'm going to put in I would like foreclosures only. Foreclosures only. And then I'm going to choose from a list. And you guys can play with this. You can't hurt it. So I'm going to yes, no, send me everything. All right? And then I'm going to click Done. So now you can see a little, I would like a foreclosures only. No, send me everything. So they can choose which one they want to have. And whatever answer you have first is what's going to show up first. See that? All right? And then you can have multiple choice. So I like hitting the duplicate, but the other way to add another row of question is just to go to Add Item, and then you can add whichever one you want to add. So say I want multiple choice. So I'm going to go Add Item, multiple choice, and then I'm going to go, I need a garage. Need at least a two-car garage. And then multiple choice, so yes, no, don't need a garage. All right? Click Done. So now I have a drop down here. I have multiple choice, and I can choose. So here's the cool part about this. So you'll see over here that it automatically says save. Now if I wait long enough, it'll say saved. But I'm just going to click save to make sure as I'm working through my form, just to be sure you don't lose anything. Because once you get it going, it's kind of cool to just make sure that it's always going to be there and you don't lose it. So let's just add one more box here. Let's add duplicate, and then I want to add comments or questions. And then I'm going to do the text box, paragraph text. Now it's going to give me a big box.
All right, we may be having a delay now.
Okay.
Dashboard,
audio view.
Comment or questions. I see that now. Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, so comments or questions. So once I'm done, I'm going to come up here and click the Save button. And then it's saved. So now I can choose a theme if I want to. So is everybody seeing the theme button up here on the left? Paul, you see that?
I'm not seeing your screen advance at all. Yeah, the screen is locked, it seems, for everyone.
Okay.
Okay, put your mouse over the theme button now. Oh, nope, you're now on the GoToMeeting screen.
Theme over, my mouse over the theme?
Yep, you're themed now. Thank you.
Cool. Yep. So I'm going to click on Theme. And here's all the themes. And there is 97. I typed it in wrong. I knew there was 97. I looked and I even looked through. So here's all the themes. You can actually just choose Next to see the next ones that are up. So if I click Next, I'm going to show the next ones. And you can choose any one you want, whatever you think is best. And I'm going to choose this green one right here with the tree. You guys see that one okay?
Nope, we're just a couple seconds behind you again.
Okay. So there's a green one that says Zen Spring.
Oh, okay, we got you now.
Okay, so I'm going to click on that. And what it does is it actually goes to the form. Let me know when you see the form.
Oh, that's pretty.
Isn't that pretty? So agent mastermind demo for a list of homes for pennies on the dollar. Enter your information below. So if I like this form and I like the way it looks and it's going to fit, then I just click apply. So I'm going to click apply, and I'm done. Now, if you ever want to go back and change it, all you do is click on the theme button again and go back and choose a different theme, and it'll change it. And in fact, it'll change it without you changing the code once we place it in Facebook. It's pretty cool. All right? So my personal opinion is I like to have no header in Facebook. I want to get right to the point. I want to get right to the question. So I'm actually going to go back into the theme, and I'm going to choose plain sample form right here, the gray shadows. So I'm going to choose that one so that it's just a plain form. It gets right to the question. There's no header above. So depending on what you're doing, you might want it like this. You might not. All right? So there, I'm done. Now it looks like the delay went away a little bit. Cool. All right. So here's a couple cool things. Over here is the more actions. I can email this form right now if I want to because it's done. I can see responses if I want to. Summary and spreadsheet, there's no responses. Or I can edit the edit conversations or the edit confirmation. So I'm going to edit the confirmation, and I'm just going to say, thank you for filling out the form. Look forward to working with you. Have a great day. All right. Publish response. No, this one I don't want to publish the response. That is if you wanted to see the answers below. So I want to just click save, and that's done. So now what I want to do is I want to get this thing inside Facebook because that's what that's what we're here for. So you could take this form, and there's a couple different things you could do with it. You can go live link, which you can see it right down here. This you can view your published form here, which is the very bottom. They kind of hide it from you. I particularly like to go back to Google Docs and see it there. So let's see how. Remember, I can just go right here to see it. Google Drive. I'm going to see Agent Mastermind Demo. It's right here. I didn't have to do anything. It just automatically goes there. And let me just show you something pretty cool before I go any farther. If I fill this out, so I'm going to fill out my name. Let's just go to live form. And I'm going to fill this out. So I'm going to go Scott's email address. Whoops. us.com. Phone number. I don't have to enter that. Yes. I need at least a 2-car garage. Comment is of this idea. All right, and then click submit. And here's the thank you for filling out the form. I look forward to talking with you very shortly. Have a great day. It's done. Now here's the very cool part. This is what's cool. Is if I go back to Google Docs, all right, it says Agent Mastermind Demo. If I click on Agent Mastermind Demo, inside there is an Excel spreadsheet of the stuff that I filled out, the time that I filled it out, my name, my email address, my phone number if I would have put it in there. I would like foreclosures, yes. I need at least a 2-car garage, yes. And I love this idea. All right? Now, that it automatically just sits here for you and fills up as people come in. Now, say that how do I get notified of this form when somebody fills it out because I got it over 10 different blogs and websites and Facebook pages? Well, that's easy too. You just click on this little Tools tab right here. Click on Tools and then Notification Rules. See that? You guys there, Paul?
Oh, yes, right with you. This is the part that I am loving because let's all think about this logically about what Scott just showed us, that by creating the free form and somebody filling out that form, it's already saving it in a database format for me.
Correct.
So I'm generating and growing. Remember, here's the thing, and Scott talked about this a little bit 2 weeks ago. The person with the biggest database wins every time. The database is your gold mine. That's where your money comes from. Is from the people who know you, your past customers, their friends, family, coworker, everybody. Your database is your gold mine. So you're generating your gold mine right here inside of Google for free.
Right.
I love this, and now you're going to show me how I can get it notified on my cell phone. I'm imagining.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
You're
absolutely.
a genius, Scott.
Yep. So I got the form and like, okay, I don't want to have to log into Google Docs to see if anybody filled out the form. I just want to get an email saying form has been edited, okay? So I'm going to click on any changes are made, very first one, and I'm going to, hey, Paul, I'm going to email you this. I'm going to share this document with you, and I want to show them how this works. So I'm going to, and I want to email right away. So any changes are made, email me right away. I click save. All right? So now, if somebody goes to that form and puts in their information, I will get an email within a couple minutes saying somebody filled out that form. And the cool part about it is it'll highlight what actually changed in that form, okay? All right. So say I want to share this with my partner because I'm going to be out on the street showing houses. I'm going to be with buyers, whatever. So but I want to make sure if somebody fills out this form, maybe I'm doing a Facebook ad that people are going to and they're getting something free, cool stuff. And when they fill it out, I want to make sure. Or if someone requests a list of foreclosures in my area, I want to be the first one to call them back because they might be on other websites requesting other free, cool stuff, right? So here's how you do this. You click on this little share button up here. All right, it's private to only me only. I can only see it. But if I click on share, it opens up this little box and it'll show me in there already. So I'm going to put in Paul at themarketinganimals.com, and then I'm going to click. I can have him. He can edit it if he wants to. He can view it only. So if I only want Paul, maybe the seller, to view it only, then perfect. He can only view it. But if I want to give him access to edit it, he can edit it. And then if I want to send him a little message, I can do that too. And say, hey, Paul, just let me know if you guys get the idea. So, and then I click share, so he can edit it. I put a little message in there, and then click share. All right, now Paul's going to get an email saying, hey, go ahead and get that, Paul, if you get the email.
Already
then,
in my inbox.
It's already in your inbox, okay. Now, here's the cool thing is when Paul accesses this form, it's going to show me that he's there. See this little light that just came up over here? It says Paul, and if I hold my mouse over it, it says Paul. Now, Paul, go ahead and put the mouse in one of the forms that is somewhere. See that? See how it lights up there? Change that right there. Go ahead and change it. He's going to add something to the form. So he's doing it live, and I'm seeing it live. But here's the cool thing is I'm going to get an email that someone has edited that form, and I'll go back and show you the email, what it looks like here in just a minute. So he put in notes category, and this is a great prospect we'll call on the first. So he goes in there, edits that thing, and then I'm going to get an email as soon as he's done. And then here's the other cool part is if I click on this over here, it opens up a chat window. So if I'm like somewhere else at a different computer, it's like, hey, Paul, how's it going in the office today? And I'm like, maybe I'm with a buyer, with a seller, I'm taking a break, I'm at Big B's drinking a coffee or whatever, or Starbucks, don't want to offend anybody. And so here it is. So Paul can answer the chat. I can chat with Paul right here while we're in Google Docs, and I could be talking with Paul and say, hey, I just want to let you know I took care of the new buyer that came in that's looking for a list of foreclosures. Just want to let you know it's taken care of. All right, so there's his message back to me. So Paul and I are chatting inside a live, in the cloud Google Doc, all right? Now here's where it gets a little more fun, is let's take this form, like see where it says form right here, this form button? Let's go live with it. So this is how you come back to the form and get back to the form. If I click on that, I can edit the form, I can add more questions, I can delete questions, I can do whatever I want to. I can send the form if I want to. I can go to live form, or I can embed form in web page. All right? Pretty cool, right? So what I'm going to do first is let's go to Facebook before I edit this form here, before I add the demo. So let's just go to Facebook, and I'm going to show you how to add a video and this form to your Facebook page timeline. And I'm going to go to YouTube. I'm just going to grab any video.
Hey, Scott,
right.
While you're doing that, a quick question from Maria, and this is a great question, appropriate at the specific time. Does somebody have to have a Gmail account in order to be able to share this doc? I believe the answer is yes.
No. We have shared with different emails. No, yeah,
okay.
I was told no. It's just easier if it's Gmail.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was told that they don't have to have a Gmail account, but I mean they're free, so and there's
why not have one?
I mean, I'm just showing you one small little facet of Google Docs. It's crazy like not to have a Gmail account, just to have it, because we're going to be showing you so many things. So, all right. So I'm going to go with the Ultimate Home Seller System. So I'm going to just open up this video just to have it open and show you guys. This is all in the PowerPoint, by the way, just so you're aware. I literally walk you through step by step. Every single step that I'm doing is in here, and so you're going to get a copy of that PowerPoint. So you can literally print the PowerPoint out or just view it on the screen and then do it step by step. Okay.
And to get a copy of that, just connect with the loan professional that sent you here, and they'll be able to get you a copy of this presentation and the step-by-step on how to set this up yourself.
Correct. So I put in a demo tab that has no picture in it whatsoever. I just wanted to show you guys how cool this is. So I'm going to click on that tab, and I'm going to open it up. This is the tab that I took a picture of, and I want to show you what's there right now. So like right now is the video that I'm going to share with you, and then the demo form, but I'm going to change the form to the Agent Mastermind form. So there's the video. This is what I want you guys to be able to do, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So I'm going to go back. Let's just go back to this. I'm going to delete all this code. In fact, I'll put a different video up just so you know I'm doing it. And then I'm going to click Save Changes. So I literally got nothing there. Just to prove it to you, I'm going to click Preview, and there's nothing there, okay? All right, so this is how easy this is. So click on the form, or the tab, I should say. Click on the tab in Facebook. And we already covered how to add the tab. So if you have any questions on that, just go to the Facebook page or get with your loan officer, and we'll show you how to do that. So here's the open box public content. Now, I show you how to do this in the PowerPoint, but I'm going to go to YouTube. Is there any delay at all, Paul? All right. So click on the share button right here under any YouTube channel, any YouTube video you want. And then here's the link to it. But what I want is I want the embed code. All right? Now, there's the embed code. It rolls up. Now, I can have different sizes. Here's the different sizes. I can choose whatever I want. I'm going to keep it at 560, 315. Remember, if you go to this one, it's too big for Facebook. Remember, Facebook, the widest you can go is 810. So I'm going to click this code. It's highlighted. I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to copy. I'm going to go back to Facebook, and then I'm going to right-click and paste that code into there, all right? There's the code from YouTube. You can see it right there, all right? And now I'm going to go to my Google Docs and see where it's at the end of the cursor. If it's not, if it's somewhere in here, like, and you got to go to the end, just hover your mouse down to the very end because you want to get to the very end so you can add your YouTube document form at the end of the video. So I'm going to go to YouTube, or excuse me, I'm going to go to Google Docs, and I'm going to click on Form, and I'm going to click on Embed Form in Web Page. See that right there? Any delay at all, Paul? All right. Embed Form in Web Page. There we go. So it's going to throw up the embed code. See, embed, please. It says paste this into your blog or website. So I'm going to right-click, copy, close that out. I'm going to go back to Facebook. Remember, be at the very end of the YouTube video, and I'm going to right-click and paste. So now I have two codes. I have one from Google Doc, which is right there, and then one from YouTube, which is right there. All right? Click Save Changes, and click Preview. There's the Agent Mastermind Demo Questionnaire with the video on the top. Now, I'm going to show you a little secret. It's just a coding secret on how to center a video on a page. All right? So what you need to do, and I actually showed you this in the PowerPoint. Let me just go to it in the PowerPoint right here. So what you want to do is you want to put the less than, center, greater than in front of the code, and then less than, forward slash or backward slash, center, and then greater than at the end of the code, all right? That'll center the video. Let me show you what I'm doing here. So I'm going to go back to, let's see, public fan. Let's go back to that and just start over. Let me click on the tab. Paul, did I lose you, buddy?
Yeah, are you not hearing me? My thing was only half slit. I'm thinking I'm not muted. I'm sorry.
It's all right, man. I wasn't hearing you. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the very front of the code. I want to center that video so it looks better. That's just my personal preference. You don't have to do anything, but I'm going to put the less than, center, and then greater than. And then I'm going to go to the end of the YouTube where the iframe stops right here. See how this means that it's just a little HTML lingo. This is closing out that YouTube video. So it's the iframe at the end where it actually shows the hashtag. So it just closed it out. So I'm going to go right in the middle because here's the beginning of the Google Doc right there. And I'm going to go less than, forward slash, center, and then greater than. All right? And you'll see that it turns green, which means it likes it. I'm going to click Save Changes, and then Preview. And now my video is centered, and then my Google Doc is below. All right? Now, I'm in Facebook. This is the live link to this video and this opt-in for list of homes for pennies on the dollar. Just enter your information below. You can run Facebook ads to this. You can do anything you want to this. and have it inside your Google Doc for free, and kind of literally can do anything you want as far as the questionnaire, the survey, the opt-in. Let me show you an example of one that I did. Now, you don't have to do this in Facebook. I would highly recommend it, but you can also, here's an example of one that we did in a blog, okay? So I'm going to do one. So I'm going to go to Carla. She might be on the call right now. Carla Hoot Singh. Is she on the call right now? And so, okay, new foreclosures. See this new foreclosures button right here? So I'm going to click on the new foreclosures. And it says, new foreclosures, free local list of foreclosure requests. Fill out the basic information below, and we will get you an up-to-date list of foreclosures right away. Full name, email address, phone number. Foreclosures only, yes. Foreclosures only, no. Show me more. Special request, submit. That's it. It's that simple. So if anybody goes there, they're like, I like what I see. I just want more information. It's just one more way to capture a new buyer that's surfing around, finding out who you are, what you do for a living. And, of course, if you put it in Facebook, they're already there 2 to 3 hours a day. So why not have whatever this is inside Facebook with a video that explains what it is? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys eventually, we're going to have how to do a video class, and how to edit a video and how to put stuff in there and put, maybe do 3. We did the sandwich video, but I'm going to show you how to actually use Adobe Premiere Elements. And I'm going to show you, like, hey, before you do anything else while they're watching the video, click the like button up there so you're always getting new up-to-date information or free cool stuff that I have to give throughout the week every single month. All right? So, like, you're telling them what to do. They're going to like the button because they like what they see, and you're giving away free cool stuff. All right? So let's just do a little recap of this and answer any questions. Paul, is there any questions we can answer there that might be relevant?
There have been a couple of real good questions. Been trying to make sure I stay up on top of them. A couple of people asking about the how to create Facebook tabs. That's a recording that if you get with the loan professional that invited you, we can certainly get you access to that recording for follow-up. There was one great...
There's one. It is. Everything that I did here is accessible by a mobile phone, a smartphone, absolutely. Absolutely. All these forms, you can fill them out online. Actually, you can fill them out on your iPad, Droids, phones, iPhones, whatever you want. It's all Droid ready, iPhone ready. Absolutely.
Brian's got a great question here. Is this form secure in that you would be able to have somebody include maybe a Social Security number? Is it a form that is that secure, or do does the security certificate not cover that much information?
Well, the form is an HTTP. I mean, I don't know. When it comes to internet, I mean, I know that these kids are sitting over in different countries trying to hack stuff. They can get into anything they want. They broke into something over the weekend. I can't remember what it was, but it's an HTTPS, which stands for secure. So to enter a Social Security number in there, if they will do it, I just wouldn't make it a required field. Absolutely. I mean, it's only going to go to your Excel spreadsheet inside Google Docs. And that's the only, and then anybody that you're sharing it with is going to see it. So as long as you're cool with whoever you share it with, absolutely. I wouldn't see a reason why. Now, I don't know if it's a Fannie Mae regulation that it has to be secure. I don't know anything about that. But this could be a great, I know that I've done this before where some of the stuff I'm going to show you next week, and I don't want to get into it right now, but it's an Excel spreadsheet on how to share with your referral partners, how real estate agents can share with loan officers, loan officers can share with real estate agents, and they both work together so they're all up to date 24/7. Using Google Docs, and it's really, really powerful. So I'll show you that next week. But to answer your question, I would say that it's secure enough for me. If the client's comfortable enough putting their Social Security number, most of the time they'll put their name, email address, and phone number in there and leave that blank. You could ask them. You could set up a line of questions for your assistant to ask though that said, where do you live, where do you work, how long you've been there, all that stuff that is the typical application. And then for an agent, you could ask all kinds of qualifying questions that you could have all in an Excel spreadsheet so you kind of knew them. You could say, hey, before I meet with you tomorrow to look at homes, I was just wondering if I could just send you a link to a couple questions that I like to ask to get to know people a little bit better. How long have you been in the address? Why are you looking for a new home? How many bedrooms? How many bathrooms? So you kind of get an idea on an Excel spreadsheet that is organized that you can share with your partners and kind of get to know them. How many kids do you have? What do you do for fun? Ask the fun stuff. Do you like movies? So then you get an ideas for gifts. I mean, this is going into Jessica's realm, but like you get an idea for like what do they like? Do they like to go to movies? Do they like to go to dinner? What's your favorite place to eat? What's your favorite place to visit? Where have you have you been to Florida before? Just all kinds of stuff to get to. The more you know your clients, the better you can relate to them and associate and talk with them when they're looking to buy a home, because it's just important. So, all right, cool. Thank you. Let's see. Love it. Let's see. Will there be a replay? Absolutely. Yeah, we record. Paul, did you record this?
Of course.
Woo! That's right, you did. Okay. Okay, I'm caught up. All right. On the web, let's see. Any other questions that we can Google form be integrated with the database, or can data be loaded from a post or get? Yeah, you know what? That's a great question. I think what you're saying, Steve, is can this link be a domain name? So, like, can I buy a domain name and forward it to? Absolutely. And you can actually mask the domain name. Now, and when I say mask it, is say you had Scott's Buyer Leads or Scott's Teams Leads or whatever, .com, and I forwarded that to a opt-in form like this that you're seeing right here that had the first name, email address, phone number. So an agent could, or a loan officer could say, hey, I got a new lead for you. Here's their name and information and email address. Please call them right away. So they're going to get notified by email. It's in an Excel spreadsheet. Everybody's on the same page. Really cool stuff. All right, it's just keeping everybody up to date. Let's see, screen log. Anything else, brother? That's weird that it shows documents. I got to say that. That's kind of weird. Mine changed a long time ago. Okay,
well, and it's I found out, and I played with mine. I've got mine over to Google. I just upgraded to the Google Drive. It's got some added functionality that Google Docs does not. So if you've got Google Docs, if you do not yet have Google Drive, when you go in and it still says Documents, click on it. Just above where you're at the very top of it, if you don't have any forms or documents in there, it'll be the only thing on the screen. If you've already got a form or a document up at the very top, it says Google is upgrading to Google Drive.
Okay. Click
here to learn more and upgrade, or get started. So I clicked on that, and it just takes you and gets you started. And it, by the way, it takes you from 2 gig to 5 gig free.
Nice. 2 gig to 5. So check this out. So remember, Paul edited the thing, right? It says Agent Mastermind Demo was edited recently because, remember, I checked the Tools tab and Notification Rules. So Google Docs, and it says see the changes in your Google document, Agent Mastermind Demo. So I'm going to click here. This shows up. You can see this right in your phone. This is so cool, especially when you're doing, like, maybe if you do home buyer seminars, if you do like maybe foreclosure seminars, short sale seminars, whatever you do. This is such a great app for registering. We do registrations for this all the time. So and then I share it with whoever my collaborators are, whoever I'm doing the event with, so they know exactly. And you can go right to the form yourself and enter the stuff. But here's what you see when you click on this. See how it says highlighted? And then it goes right to whatever was edited by whoever edited it, or whatever was added, and that's how it shows up. It's so cool. So here it shows that notes, this is a great prospect. This is what Paul added, but I got an email saying that somebody edited the form. And that's how that works. So you're not waiting to see if anybody opted into the form. The only thing you have to do is make sure you click on the Tools tab again, and then Notification Rules. And then to edit the form, you just click on Forms, and then Edit Form, and then go to Live or Embed in Web Page, Show Summary Response, Accepting. I don't know what these are, but I don't use any of those. All I use is Go Live. You can send the form if you want to, so there's a bunch of different ways to send it. Here's the to if you want to send it. Here's the from. Put in your email address in there because it's all tied to Google. Include form and email. And this is actually pretty cool. Let's see right there. Let's just do that. And it actually pulls your contacts. This is amazing because it pulls your contacts that you already have. So you send the email, and then inside the email, I don't do this very often, but let's just see what it looks like. So Agent Mastermind Demo, if you have trouble viewing, so here's the opt-in form right inside the email. You don't even have to open a link. Is that crazy? So, and here's the link if you want to go to it, of course. But here's the link. So I can answer this right inside this email. Answer the questions, and it's going to put in the Excel spreadsheet whatever the person entered, and then it's going to notify me that someone entered it. So if you're sending an email with a survey in an email, it's a fantastic way to do it. All right. All righty. That is it for me today. Let's go to. let's just unmute Eric real quick here. I appreciate you guys hanging with me, and unmute Jessica. Where's Jessica at? What do you think, Eric?
I thought it was fantastic.
Isn't that cool?
Great job. All good stuff. I love it. It's very helpful for real estate agents, whether they're, like you touched on here at the end, whether they're doing seminars or teaching classes, or just want to capture, like Paul said earlier on, capture those names and email addresses for their database. It's fantastic.
All right, cool. Jessica, what do you think?
I was very impressed. I am following along and having fun.
Good. Again, I appreciate you guys being here and hanging out with us today. And I know you guys are busy and you could be anywhere else, but you chose to be with us, and I sincerely appreciate that. And that goes for everybody that's still on the call with us. I appreciate you guys joining us today, and look forward to many more weeks of Agent Mastermind and helping you guys grow your business. And remember, final words, and I always like to say this, if you're not a member of our Facebook group, please go to facebook.com/groups/Agent Mastermind, and we will be more than happy to answer any questions you might have, that is. And don't be shy. The cool part about this group is when you ask a question, only the people in the group see it, and 99% of everybody in there, we approve our agents and loan officers, so we're all learning together, growing together. And if you have a question, 99% of the time, there's probably several other people that have the exact same question. So please don't be shy. Ask the question so we can all learn from you. And Paul, any final words for us?
Yeah, number one thing I can say is as cool, and everybody, I've been kind of trying to keep up with the comments and the questions as much as I can, and everybody to a man, this is a good strategy. This gives you access to being able to squeeze information, but don't just think it's a great strategy and how cool this stuff is. What I challenge each and every person on the call to do today is to go out there, get on your computer as soon as this is done, and create your form. Get on there, and if you don't know how to create the tab on Facebook, get with the Loan Pro that sent you here, and they can get you access to a recording that will show you exactly how to do it. Or perhaps they can show you exactly how to do it. But the point is take the action steps to do it. Don't just think how cool it is. Take the action steps to see it come to fruition and make it work for you, because that's what's going to help you grow your business. And you can do this today and make a difference in this week's business. So great stuff again, Scotty. You always impress me. And I always learn something new when you share. I thought I knew Google Docs pretty well, but you showed me some new stuff today that I'm pretty impressed with, and I'll be playing with that.
Cool, man. Good stuff. I'm glad you're here, man. So next week we're going to be covering, just for you guys that are still on the phone, we're going to be covering a weekly listing report. How do you engage and interact with your sellers once you get the sale? Because we all work so hard to build that relationship and get that listing. How do you impress them so much with a weekly listing report that they keep coming back, like every single, they're just so happy with you that they literally want to sing your name? That's what I'm going to show you next week, how to use Google Docs as far as the Excel spreadsheet. Don't miss it. It could cost you a lot of money. And look forward to hanging with you guys next week. And appreciate everybody. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Paul, Jessica, Eric, appreciate you guys.
Thank you again.
If you need me, take care.
Thank you.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected. Goodbye.